I was an ex-manager at Amazon with 300 employees, and here are some stories of wild shit that happened that will make you sit here in disbelief. Majority of my employees were between the ages of 18 to 72, so trust me when I tell you these stories go from crazy to crazier. One of my 20-year-old employees was pregnant, and she was going around the warehouse telling everybody she was pregnant. She finally came to me and told me that she was pregnant and she needed to be accommodated for her shift. Being the nice manager I am, I told her, sure, I'll accommodate you because I was the manager in the stow department and she wasn't trained for anything. So I was like, okay, I'll give you all these small things that you can stow rather than doing anything big. And you can just take your time with it. It's fine. I'll just cover for you because I'm a nice person. Halfway through the shift, she calls me over and she tells me that she slipped and she has a concussion now because she hit her head really hard and she fainted on the floor. And she had a little gash on her head, so I automatically believed that she slipped and she hurt her head. So I was like, okay, let's go to safety and let's go to HR so we can figure this out and see what we can do. As we're walking, she's telling me that this is absolutely crazy and oh my god, I'm going to get workers' comp. I don't want to get workers' comp. I want to stay working because I'm pregnant. But if I have to get workers' comp, that's good because now I'm pregnant and I can stay on workers' comp until I give birth. Mind you, I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I understand. We'll talk to HR, we'll talk to safety, and we'll get to the root of it. Mind you, the safety manager at the time, he was an ex-Marine and he was a hardcore We finally get to the safety department and I say, hey Matt, this girl just slipped and she has a concussion, she's saying, and we should call the EMS services because she is hurt. Like I said, he's a hardcore Marine. He had very little social cues. He just looked at her and he was like, how did you slip standing up? And she was like, I don't know, I just slipped and I hit my head on top of the ramp. And he was like, oh, okay. You know we have cameras, right? And I was just looking at him like, She was like, yeah, I know. I'm like, 30 minutes go by and he's like, hey Kobe, can you come down here real quick? There is an issue. After I finished what I was doing, I went down to safety and I said, hey, what's up? What's wrong? He was like, so your employee was just terminated and she is going to get a police report after we send her to the EMS because she just tried to basically steal from the company. I looked at him and I'm like, huh? He was like, yes, watch this video. As I'm watching the videos, my eyes go wide like this and I'm like, And he's like, yep. Why did this girl grab her head and hit her head on the ramp repeatedly until she started gushing blood and then she proceeded to fake on the floor fainting. Then she remained there on the floor faking her fainting until someone came and picked her up. So yeah, she did fake the whole thing. The police were called and she was terminated. And as she was walking out, she was like, damn, I wish I got away with it. And I looked at her like, what the hell just happened? What's absolutely crazy is for another story, if you guys want to hear that, but she got pregnant from the guy that she stole from another girl who was working at the Amazon. And the girl was working security and the girl found her and her boyfriend in bed. And then she basically, yes, that's a whole story for another day. Let me know if you want to hear about it.